And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It might make sense to think that you should borrow money only when you need it. But there are reasons why you might want to think that over again. We catch up with financial expert Marc Davenport on that, plus some developing news in cryptocurrency market. Now joining us here on The Factor Uncensored is Marc Davenport to give us the financial advice we need. Marc, first of all, I'm suffering. I'm in pain right now. A major announcement from China saying that cryptocurrency is banned. It is illegal there, and we saw a huge drop in the cryptocurrency market as a result of that. What would you tell cryptocurrency investors here in the United States, like me, who's hurting right now?
Isaiah, I'll tell you, the interesting news is that crypto has been illegal in China for a few years now. They just didn't really enforce it. But China is a communist country. And so for China to make a decision like that makes you wonder, are they looking to maybe do a better job of controlling currency and maybe preventing the flow of capital leaving the country? So that was a pretty big move. It sent shockwaves around the world. It dinged the pricing on most crypto trading for over the last couple of weeks. The question is, how long is China going to be able to maintain this position? Because crypto is really becoming widely accepted globally. And I don't really see that.
But China is a major player, and they're one of the largest markets. So if they say no, what should we be thinking about the future of crypto?
Well, you know what? I think you have to really take a look at what are some of the political reasons or motivating a country like China, number one. And number two, is China enough to really derail this crypto a phase that we're in right now? You know, a lot of gamers use a lot of power, a lot of currency, et cetera. China is heavily in the gaming industry. Is it a question of maybe some of the resources used in the gaming industry being diverted to mine crypto? I don't know, but I think over the next couple of weeks, we'll probably get to the bottom of this, and this is going to start to shake out.
All right, so let's move on to other issues here in the financial world. When is a good time to borrow money? Many people automatically think the best time is when your ass is broke. But you say what to that?
You know what? I really love this question. And what I'm going to say, Isaiah, is probably going to surprise and shock a lot of people. You know, interest rates have been historically low in the United States since the Obama administration. And if you take a look at what some of the largest corporations in America have been doing, that's a leading indicator. I'll give you an example. Most big companies, most of the Fortune 1000 went to the bond market and issued bonds to raise money because the price, of course, of capital was very low. The best time to raise money, borrow money, extend credit is when you don't need it. And the question is why? You always want to make sure, Isaiah, during times of strife, during times of turmoil, during times of duress, you've got access to capital. You have access to liquidity. Because when you borrow credit or apply for credit or cash or capital when you don't need it, typically your financial position is very strong. Mm-hmm. You're not overextended on any of your cards. Your debt to income ratio is going to look pretty good. Lenders are going to find you a very, very favorable candidate because, you know what, you're not carrying a lot of debt. So let's talk about what happens when you go to the marketplace to borrow money when you need it. That's going to be revealed in your credit profile. That's going to be revealed in how you manage money. Your credit lines are probably going to be close to maxed out. You probably have a lot of credit inquiries because you've been looking around for places to go and get money. That's one of the reasons why, for example, the payday industry is such a very, very profitable industry. So you always want to borrow money from a position of strength. You always want to go to the credit markets from a position of strength, because you'll also be able to negotiate more favorable terms, because people want to want to lend money to people and partner with people who have shown that they're responsible when it comes to managing their cash and their credit.
So do it when you have the money already and you're doing financially well, not when you're stuck in that hole. Marc Davenport, always good to see you here on The Factor Uncensored, sir.
Thanks, Isaiah.
And of course, we can't emphasize enough, if you can, stay away from those payday loans. They could take you under. Don't get involved with those. According to Marc Davenport and many other financial experts out there, it will get you caught up and underwater.